minister now. Remember I said I wanted to be ordained. I am legally ordained. I'm applying for my certificate tomorrow. I'm ordained in England and America, which means our non-profit, and it means I can get in on a visa as a minister. So I'm an ordained minister now, boys. I can actually perform legal weddings and everything. It means I'm like a chaplain or a priest or a preacher. I'm like a preacher. I'm a minister. I'm an actual occult high priestess, legal ordained minister. You know, like a chaplain or a priest or a preacher or a clergyman, but I'm an occult one. I'm an occult scientist, high priestess. I'm a high priestess who is now legally able to perform weddings. I can legally marry people by law because I got certificates to say that I've been granted my ministry. So now the New Dawn Fellowship is now called the New Dawn Ministry because I'm now a minister. So I can actually put minister in my title, and when I get my certificate, I even get business cards to hang out, and I'm even allowed to wear a dog collar. Like a priest, but a high priestess. I'm a priest, but a high priestess. I'm an occult priest. A high priestess, but an occult one. Not like a Catholic priest, because they're evil, but I'm a high priestess, but I'm an ordained. Ordained means that you are legally sanctioned, means you're legally allowed. By law, I can put minister in my job title. Minister Debbie Callahan. High Priestess Debbie Callahan. It can actually be my legal title, and I'll get business cards when I'm applying for my certificate tomorrow, and then I get business cards, and I can even wear a dog collar. You know those white collars that ministers and priests and that wear? I can actually wear one if I want to. Because the Welcome Homes Project, you know, the houses we're building for the kids is a non-profit, and the Beyond Life program is a non-profit charity organisation. Well, now the New Dawn Ministry that's going to be our non-profit, because being an ordained minister and having a non-profit charity organisation is how I'm going to get our visa into America. See that white thing he's wearing in his shirt? I can wear one of those now because it's a sign of the ministry, and I can even get free parking if I put my little badge on the dashboard of a car. I don't get a parking ticket. And because I've had my New Dawn stuff up, and because for the last year or so I've been putting stuff up about the biblicals, and I've been putting Bible stuff up on my Instagram, and I've had my New Dawn ministry Instagram and that, because I've proven that I have a ministry, and I've been talking for 2 years on my Instagram about my Instagram about wanting my ministry and how I'm going to take my ministry around the world to serve people. Using occult science as a high priestess. It's proven my work and proven my claims, and now I'm ordained. So no one can be like, oh, I'm going to be ordained as well, because I have proven that I am a high priestess. So all my social media, since my blog, I've got stuff dating back to 2015 and 16 that proves that I've been developing my ministry. So now I'm actually have a ministry, and I'm so proud. I cried like a baby. Well, no, my former students, they're not my students, they're my former students, aren't going to like that, because they failed the Judas test, so they never got to be a part of the ministry because they chose the dark side over the light. Even your father did. They all chose the devil. They chose to live the life of the dark side, whereas I just put my head down and ascended, and now I get to be an ordained minister, and you know I've been wanting that for the longest time. This video was me talking about becoming ordained 2 years ago. That's how hard Mummy's been working to become ordained. They chose the devil, they chose the dark side, they chose greed, lust, power, thieving, lying, cheating, stealing, committing adultery, committing murders, because they killed animals. You know, they chose the dark side. They chose to lie and backchat and cheat and steal and commit adultery and have lustful sex and be sinners, whereas I just worked on myself and had my ascension And then I had the most incredible dream this morning, and then I figured out what it meant, and I got to become an ordained minister. So tomorrow I'll send off for my first certificate, and on the 17th I'll send off for my second certificate, and then I can have them proudly on my wall of our new home. And I get business cards and everything, and letterheads, and it even teaches me how to fill out the paperwork for when I get to marry couples. Once I get my certificate, I'm going to start advertising myself to do alternative weddings. So I'll marry like gay couples, people like pagans, Wiccans, Catholic, any religion, because I'm non-denominational. So I can marry anyone that I want, but I personally I'm going to have a Facebook and an Instagram and everything of my new dawn, and I'm going to perform wick ceremonies. So high priestess, like occult ceremonies, proper wedding ceremonies where it's full of ritualistic blessings and things like that. They'll jump over broomsticks that I make out of willows, and then they'll get to hang the willow broom on their wall to bring them good luck and prosperity and protect them from evil spirits and like that sort of thing. I'll perform proper occult weddings where it involves God, so you get the same blessing, but at the same time you also get ancestral and Egyptian ritual blessings as well. They'll have anointment oils and everything to take with them for when she gets pregnant or when they have babies and things like that as well. I've worked so hard on this for so many years, Bubba. I really want you to be proud of me. I'm not going to be like any religious person out there, because our ministry, as the prophecy foretold, is a brand new ministry where we get to teach people how to talk to earth and talk to the animals and use olive oil, anointment oils and things like that in order to help and heal and bless. And it just involves God as well. So everything Mummy's been doing and teaching you your entire life is now going to be what helps us get a visa to go to America and start our ministry and our non-profit organisation. But once I'm out and all my paperwork's arrived, I'm going to start advertising myself to perform wick, high priestess, wedding ceremonies and death rituals, for people who are dying. I can go and anoint them and prepare their bodies for death, and I can even perform funerals and bless pregnant women and bless houses and all that, and I can actually make money from it. That can actually be my job, and it will be I'll take donations, and obviously I'll have to charge for weddings because I have to get things for that. But yeah, that's how I'm going to make my money as a high priestess minister. It's a ministerial high priestess. It means I'll be able to go in and get rid of paranormal activity. I'll be able to perform exorcisms, all that sort of stuff. Anyone who's having poltergeist activity, anyone who's dealing with possessions and things like that, paranormal activity and demons, I can go in and fix it all now as an ordained minister.